Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This reading is for Aquarius all placements. I am Jenese, welcome. Just clearing all that away. So in this reading, we're letting Spirit take the lead, okay? Letting Spirit take the lead. There's also something going on with the yogic path. So whatever your spiritual path, there's something here that Spirit wanted to bring out, okay? So if you don't have Aquarius in your chart, or if it's not highly present in your chart, but you find yourself here, this reading is for you as well. There will be a message for you. Calling in all your guides and your angels of the highest truth, compassion, love, ancestors as well, holding it down, asking Mother Gaia to come in and just ground us. Irosamala, releasing distractions. Is my daughter's book bag and it's distracting me, right? So releasing perfection as well. When you release perfection of yourself, right, then you also release the expectations that you put on yourself and expectations that you put onto others. And when you do that, you allow yourself to settle into the energy of non-compassion. You allow yourself to settle into the energy of non-judgment, which also means you are releasing resentment. You're releasing the chance for disappointment because you're not holding on tight to something, right? So I feel like many of you are learning that at this time. Yeah, Archangel Michael puts a sword up like, yeah, okay. And learning how to cut ties with the judgment, learning how to, also there's this thing with like non-commitment, but it's changing. The wheel is turning, and it's you recommitting to things that bring you passion, that light you up, okay? Irotina. Yeah, I'm going to do it like this. The cards are like super jumpy. For Aquarius, what do you want them to know, hear, or see? Bagati. All right, yeah. So I don't know if any of you guys are studying. I'm going to go to the book because I'm going to give you the right thing for it. I don't know if any of you guys are studying to be a yoga teacher. Also, I kept hearing Farsi. I know that Farsi is definitely, it's a language, but there's also Farsi. It's a program to learn languages. It's an application. I looked it up, right? So, I don't know if you're learning a new language, or if the new language is being on the yogic path, you know, learning pranayama, learning the asanas, learning meditation, you know, for yourself, or to teach it, quite possibly. Irotenna. Yeah. So Bhakti means yoga. And I'm going to go to page 81 and just read. So it came in upright. I want you to just look at that as I'm reading, okay? Because I feel like there's activations in this for you. You have begun walking on a path of devotion, Bhakti, yoga. You are devoted to something greater than yourself, your body, your possessions, your desires. This dedication is to the divine. Now is the time to ask yourself, what does divinity mean to me? When I do feel close to divine, when do I feel close to the divine? So what does divinity mean to me? That's very powerful. Like when you call in your divine power, right? Especially for manifesting prosperity, abundance, releasing the poverty mindset, releasing lack and limitation. When you ask yourself, what is divinity to me? What is divine to me? How do you see that? How do you define that for yourself, right? And this is also this energy, thank you, of your solar plexus coming into full alignment with your true values, okay? And your true heart's values as well. So there's this syncing. They're showing me like your solar plexus and your heart are coming into this beautiful energy of the eight, of the infinite. There's also the energy of the Aurora Borealis, where the snake eats no, it doesn't eat its head, it eats its tail, right? But the energy, if you could imagine that as two circles and it kind of coming into an eight, right? And so it's this huge, it's so powerful. Irokotina. All right, so let me just attempt to draw what I'm seeing for you. This is a little bit different than what I've seen before. So, all right, and then if we just, this is the snake's head. Do not laugh when you see this. You understand, okay? Because I'm not really at practice drawing snakes and that. So And then I'm going to put here so that you can just see what I'm seeing, so you can understand, because I feel like within that there's also an activation coming in. It's very, very powerful, you know, where your heart, where it's almost like where both sides are working together, where fear meets faith, right? And that kind of energy. So this is what I'm seeing, if you can see that, okay? And so that's like the snake. You see the snake? Yeah. And so in that energy, two becomes one, right? I love that. I love that. And you're really tapping into some ancient energy. I wish I had my other book with me, but I don't. And I would show you what I drew meditation yesterday. It's actually in another room, so I'm not even going to go get it, right? Because if it was meant to be here, it would be here. So that's also something that you're learning at this time, or that spirit needs you to really embrace, right? A lot of times the heart stops itself from opening because you won't let go. You won't let go of the limiting beliefs. You won't let go of the things that made you feel safe when you were a child, right? But you're learning that it's this seed, this acorn, right? It's this new powerful tree that you're tapping into, and you're seeing the true divine within yourself, and you're allowing your light to alight. Okay, to a light, right? Isn't that powerful? I feel this energy of like Kundalini just shooting up from the root and just going straight up, right? And it's just going, it's going, it's going. And there's this energy of the fear trying to want it to like go like this, and like go over here and go over here, go over here, and like look for your divinity, look for your power everywhere, right? But it's like, no, there's this distinct knowing that you are connected to source, and that energy with that, where that fear turns into faith, and that energy keeps going up to the source, right? To whatever that source is for you, whether it's God or it's the central sun, or if it's source energy, whatever it is for you, right? But it goes up into that power and it connects, and then you allow that energy to come down through you, right? To activate you, to ignite you, to cleanse you, to purify you, to motivate you, right? Also to renew you, to regenerate you, and also to resurrect you, all right? That's that energy that's coming in. So when do I feel close to the divine? When do you feel close to the divine? When do you feel like you are sitting in the circle with your ancestors? When do you feel that you are just you're enjoying the sanctity and the innocence of your inner child? When do you feel close to the divine? When do you feel close to the divine energy of the elemental kingdom? You know what I mean? Is it sitting in meditation and imagining you're the tree and becoming the tree? Or is it actually going out and touching the tree? These things, and it's like, what is true for you is true for you, right? Everybody's path looks a little bit different, and there's no need for you to duplicate one's journey and try to make it your own. Spirit wants you to tap into your divinity, and he wants you to go on your journey, right? Yes, because your journey is so unique within itself. Yes, it's so beautiful. About the journey. Summer is like, about the journey. I do feel there's this energy of like, I need something practical, Jenese. I need something practical. And the practicality of what's coming in right now, of what is applying to you in this space, is that you have to make a commitment to yourself and to spirit. And within that energy, it's this this lower self committing to the higher self, and then both lower and higher selves committing to the energy of devotion to source, to whatever that is, right? To you making time for it, to feel it, to see it, to grow it, to receive from it, to create with it. All right. So this is you making time for yourself, set in the energy of the Trinity, or set in the energy of the triple goddess. You making time to bring all of who you are into one place, and then you following your passion, right? That's the practicality. How much time are you allowing for yourself to play, to imagine, to dream, to daydream? How much time are you allowing yourself to laugh and to joke? How much time are you allowing yourself to indulge into the things that just make you feel so damn good, right? These without judgment, without judgment. without judgment, listening to that music that maybe people may say is low vibe, cooking yourself something that people may say is low vibe. You know, when do you allow yourself time to just completely let go and follow whatever it is that your heart is guiding you to? Right? Without judgment, without fear, fully trusting it, right? Allowing your innocence to come back. Yes, be near. And you'll find, all right, some people, there's this fear of like falling back, you know, this fear of you know, coming back down in vibration. And what teacher was it? Diana Cooper. What she says is once you hit a frequency, like once you go to it, you don't come back from it. Like once you shift into that new mindset, you don't go back down. Okay, you're there, but what happens is that there may be things blocking you from showing you that you are there, that you've made it. Okay, and so now is that time when you devote to yourself and you devote to finding and being in touch with the divinity within you to help you shed light, illuminate those parts of you that are holding you back. Okay, Irosamala. So that's why we say that the fear is working with faith, because now fear is saying, you know what, I allow you to look at me. That's powerful, okay? I just felt chills. I allow you to look at me. I allow you to come into the dark spaces where I've hidden parts of ourselves, and I allow you to look at me. I allow you to love me. I allow you to accept me. I allow you to integrate me into this higher energy. I allow us to be one. I allow us to be partners, you know, because it's not this energy of like completely getting rid of fear, but it's the energy of talking to it. What is it trying to say to you? What is the lesson in it? What is it trying to save you from? Okay? How is it trying to grow you? Yeah. Thank you. There's something else that's coming through from this deck that wants to come in. I saw it. So there's this energy too of like being patient, my child, right? Dear one, be patient with yourself. And just allow the journey to unfold the way it wants to unfold. And try things in new ways. Yeah, very powerful. 212. So 2312, you might be seeing that, or there might be numbers like that mean something to you. 212 might mean something to you. I'm also seeing, oh, that's so funny. I'm seeing 221 as well. All right, it's just a combination that's wanting to show up. Daylilies. The privileged lady, I'm really focusing on daylilies that are coming through with her. And that energy of 12, the energy of surrender, the main female. And the flowers, I'm really focusing on the flowers for some reason right now. And it's the rose in her hand. So there might be something for you, all right, to find out about the meaning of the rose and the meaning of the lily, all right, especially daylilies. And I feel like it's a transformation. It's a rebirth, right? But it's very powerful in the fact that I feel like it's a rebirth and then there's a death, right? There's a rebirth of something, a rebirth of you allowing yourself to see yourself as you are, allowing yourself to go into the spaces that you've been afraid to explore, all right? And this also is relating to businesses. Where in your business have you been afraid to explore? Where in your business have you been afraid to let something go that is no longer serving you? It's no longer in this new vibration. You've shifted energies. You've shifted timelines. So what are you afraid of letting go? All right, that's also a heart opening. Yeah, it's a very heart opening, because when you ask yourself, what am I afraid to let go? And what no longer serves me anymore, right? You're tapping into the divinity of who you are, and you're having that conversation, and you're allowing your fear to be a part of it. You're not closing it off. Therefore, it's not blocking you, right? Because you're adding it to the conversation so that you can gain more knowledge, more wisdom, right? You can turn your pain into joy, right? You can learn the lesson and turn it into wisdom. Really tapping in. Your higher self, when your higher self comes in, your higher self doesn't ignore ignore the lower self. Your higher self shows compassion and nurtures the lower self and raises the energy up, right? Yes. That's maturity. So there's this energy in that as well that's coming through, right? And it's also the main female, the high priestess energy, sometimes she can also be the lady in waiting, okay? The person who's always expecting either the ball to drop or expecting somebody to stand in their power before they can move forward, or she's expecting something before she moves forward, right? So all of this energy and expectation, all right? Spirit encourages you to just expect miracles, and that's it. Just expect miracles for the highest good of all, and then follow your fire, wherever the fire is leading, whatever path that fire has lit for you, follow it, right? And then everything else will come to you because you're in that energy of attracting, which is also privileged lady with the number 3, with that 12 coming into the Empress energy. Yes, and get ready, baby, okay? Because somebody is about to really make it work. Somebody is about to work from their home. Somebody is about to take that leap of faith. And there's this energy of it coming in between, okay? So there's growth in whatever your business is that's going to be happening. I feel like it could be happening over the next 3 to 4 months. For some of you guys, there's going to be some rapid changes within 7 days. 7 to 12 days. Okay. Yes. And yes. And also there might be some changes within the next 2 hours. All right. Some download, some inspiration that comes in after you watch this reading. 1633. So, yeah, your guides are coming in saying, expect the unexpected. Okay. I expect the unexpected. The unexpected has come, and know it's for the highest good, right? Yes. And Florence Shin, your seemingly good fortune comes to pass, right? So it's like God makes a way where there's no way, or you can say the universe makes a way where there's no way. My higher self makes a way where there's no way. I always say my higher self leaves clues. So watch for the synchronicities. Just recently we were going in and I saw advance warning, right? And I was like, okay, so I'm about to receive advance warning of something that's going to be happening. And I kept feeling like the crash, and I was like, okay. And then I saw a school bus, and it was crazy, right? And not crazy as in like anybody got hurt, but the side of the school bus, the little school bus that got hurt was like chunked off. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I saw another crash on the way going into my day job, and I was like, oh my God, what is going on? I just saw 2 crashes in one thing, and then I remembered advance warning. So it's just telling me that I have to be very aware when I'm driving, because there's a possibility of a crash coming, right, with my car. Because I remember, and you're always manifesting. It doesn't matter what. I wanted a new car, and I wanted a new car, but I also wanted like my payments to like have like a break. And because I was in a low place, I manifested that new car. I manifested it. I manifested having a break and paying my car note. And it was because I got in a car accident. And what I didn't enjoy about it is that the car that I actually loved, and I kind of just wanted a newer version of that car, they totaled my car. And then I had to get a completely new version. Not even in that thing. Like, I didn't even get it. It was my beautiful Lincoln. I didn't even get it. I went over, and now we have an Equinox, right? Like, not even in the same family, completely not what I wanted. And then what happened was, it's like, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. All right. It's that energy. And I was like, oh my God, I love my car. Now I have this car, which didn't at the time, it didn't compare, right? So some of you guys are going to be going through that as well. So there's 2 instances coming in on that. There's going to be somebody's going to get a new job. Okay. And the new job is not going to be what you wanted. The grass is not greener on the other side. Okay. That kind of energy. And you were going to now be grateful for the job that you wanted so badly to leave. Okay, so take that into account. It's all lesson and learning, you know. So now you're going to have to be grateful for what you have and see the blessing in the lesson and wherever it is that you are now, because you manifested it. All right. Others of you, you're going to get signs and synchronicities that there's going to be some kind of tower moment that you can avoid if you follow your intuition. So when I say that, the car situation that happened just this morning, I went down. I read affirmations in the car from my Kindle on my phone, right? Not a good thing. I know, I get it. I know. But I feel this attunement, right? Whenever something is about to happen, if I'm tuned in, like in the stillness of listening, then I get warned about it. And sure enough, I looked up and I swerved and I was like, there it was. Okay. So there it is. And it's this energy of coming into the stillness, of knowing who you are and standing in that. And also the energy, again, of allowing yourself to be attuned to when something's coming, because that gut feeling of, oh shoot, look up, or oh shoot, go this way, or oh shoot, make that phone call right now, or oh shoot, don't allow fear to hold you back. It's go time. All right. Pay attention to that stuff and trust it. Trust it. Had I not trusted, I would have gotten to an accident, and not only would have gotten to an accident, but there was a man who's good looking, by the way, that was getting into the car. There could have been something else that would have happened with the whole thing had I not have been like, I'm feeling something. Let me look up. Oh, shoot. Okay. You know what I mean? So it's like, trust your gut. So, yes, Spirit. So there's also, again, coming back to your business, your passion. Yeah, there's some kind of choice that you have to make. Yeah, so actually with that, I decided for the next couple of months, I've closed my Zoom sessions, just to let you guys know that, okay? But you can still book tarot readings that are pre-recorded, okay? You receive a YouTube link. Yes. Ito po, yeah, and you want to know, it's this energy of, I feel like we're going into another story. Are we? Yes, Spirit says. Okay, thank you so very much. So, also, something's coming back. It could be, I feel, what I'm hearing is it's a person, or it's a gift. It's like a gift, okay? Or some skill or ability that you had when you were a child. Or the other part of this part is it may not necessarily be like a skill or ability gift, but it's some part of you from childhood that's returning to you. All right. And it's going to bring you comfort. All right. So even if it's a person that's returning to you from childhood, it's going to bring you comfort. But I just hear, the wheel is turning again. So there's some kind of opportunity for some of you guys with someone. Quite possibly a marriage opportunity with someone, or someone you were married to is coming back around. But also with that, I kept hearing you will get your alimony. I was like, I've never been married. And so I was like, oh, that's not for me. That message, that's for you guys. All right. So if somebody's currently in kind of, in court or something like that, and you're worried about like if you're going to get your alimony, or if you're afraid to apply for alimony or do the divorce because you're afraid, or whatever, Spirit is like, you're healing that fear and you will get justice. Okay, justice is served, I've just heard. And then I just saw 3-11-12, so that might be something. 3-11 might mean something to you. 11-12 might be something to you. 101 you might be seeing. And also with that 2 coming in, it's bringing me this energy of like renewal. All right. Yeah, especially with the Queen of Cups coming out. And then we have the Queen of Swords with this inner conflict. All right. So Spirit says, watch your words right now, because you're super powerful. Watch your words. You're super powerful. So when you're in contemplation and you're about to say something, right? In contemplation, about to say something, release the compulsion, release the need to just blurt it out. Come into your heart and ask your heart, how can we say this from a place of compassion? All right, because you always, I just heard clap back, right? You know what I mean? Clap back, that kind of energy. So there's always stand up for yourself, right? But in the words that you choose, opening up your heart and then choosing those words, the energy of the conflict within that you're going through on even why something was said to you, or why you have to clap back, or why you got to defend yourself, you're going to be able to squash it. You know what I mean? It's that energy of, I only have to speak once. You know, it's that kind of energy. It's that kind of power, because the person feels you, and you're not coming from like anger and insecurity. You're coming from a place of love, but you're also coming from a place of wisdom and educating that person about either how they're making you feel, or whatever the situation is. But I feel like it's something like that. I feel like somebody has to, and that's coming. Yeah, that's coming pretty soon. I just heard 1 to 2 days for some of you guys, where you're going to have to defend yourself, but you're going to do it from a place of maturity, a place of knowing who you are, knowing how divine you are, a place of royalty, right? This kind of energy of, when the queen speaks, yeah, because Beyonce just came up. It's like when the queen speaks, it's that kind of energy. And you're like, you know what? I need to address this because it needs to be addressed. Do you feel me? I think you feel me. Yeah. And for some of you guys, it's that energy of, it's about time. Yeah. It's about time. Oh my goodness. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it, go. I'm gonna drink some tea. Gabrielle's like, drink tea. Yeah, and here he is. That's why. 8 of Pentacles. All right, so we're gonna look at the split, because Gabrielle, he tuned in right then and there, so it's important. Okay. I just heard, start writing your name more. This came to us from I'm gonna say it like this: authentic living, spiritual, master spiritual guide Tracy. She heard Louise Hayes did it, and was like, write your name more often. And she learned that Louise Hayes did it as like a practice. And Louise Hayes is actually the first person who got me into self-love meditations and things like that, and releasing judgment, releasing the need for confrontation, releasing the need for punishment, releasing and relinquishing control, like surrendering fear, surrendering control, you know, and coming into that energy of learning and accepting the people pleaser kind of wound thing, you know, and coming out of that, and knowing that once you release that, it's really you and your soul. It's pleasing to you. So Abraham Hicks is coming in. It's pleasing to me that I'm following my heart's desires. It's pleasing to me that I've stood up for myself. It's pleasing to me that I speak with compassion, but also with a strength and a boldness, right? That where I am respected, I am honored, because I'm honoring, respecting myself, my opinion, my needs, my wants, you know, this kind of thing. And so with this 8 of Pentacles, learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar, or finding a mentor. So some of you guys, Authentic Living is by Mandy Morris. She's a manifesting expert, and also her husband Oliver Nino, he is the spiritual activator, and currently that's where our study is at. But as you also know, Louise Hayes, she does lots of self-love affirmations. She does lots of self-love meditations, and her voice is just very soothing. She has a morning meditation, evening meditation that you can follow, and also Abraham Hicks, of course. You know, well, I want to say, of course, because maybe not everybody knows about Abraham, but that's also if you're really wanting to face what it is that you're manifesting. Really look at those thoughts and say, you know what? I did manifest that. I did. And then forgiving yourself for manifesting it, right? Especially if it's something that you don't want. So there may be a lot of that going on right now, but you're mastering that. The art of letting go, all right, is this art of becoming the energy of that which you seek. It is forgiving yourself and all involved, no matter what it was. Okay, no matter what it was. If it was like abuse, no matter what it was. Okay. And these are practices, you know, this kind of energy, and also understanding that you are the master magnet, right? That mastering that law of attraction energy. And knowing that your thoughts, your feelings, your words are all magnets to attract to what you want, but they're also all these things. They're the nuts, the bolts, the cement, it's the steel, it's the wood, it's the brick. It is what is building your reality. It is the code, okay? Your emotional code, your mental code, all right? What are you doing inside of here that is reflecting out there? All right. So Abraham is really awesome at helping you to raise your vibration, helping you to lovingly look at that code that you got up in here. All right. And then helping you to transform that into something better. You know, some of it is quantum leap stuff, and some of it is just, you know what? It's pleasing to me, and I appreciate that in this moment I feel 1% better. In this moment I feel a little better. In this moment, the clouds are making me feel better. You know, it doesn't have to be this crazy shift where it's like, I feel great. You know, my mindset is completely shifted and I'm going for gold. You know what I mean? We definitely have those times when it's just like, boom, 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 boom. That Sonic and Red Bull time, like, you know, block, I got you, obstacle, I got you, challenge, I got you, right? And you're just like, busting through it all. And then you're like, you know, and you're just in your like your Wizard of Oz world, but you're actually like in that place called home, you know? So yeah, you have those moments, but you're mastering all of that. Attention to detail, skilled work that you love, okay? So this is also confirmation of this energy of you guys are about to make something prosper, a passion prosper, working out of your home and getting paid for it, okay? Or doing something that you love, or giving something of that you love and then getting paid for it, okay? So that's very powerful energy. I'm seeing 834 with that. Yeah. I'm looking at the time. I felt like he did. The Page of Wands. Enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, and patient. Okay. News of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. Finish what you start. So finishing what you start is the thing that's really sticking out to me the most. All right. So it's also, remember when we got the 7 of Cups? Yeah. Finishing what you start. So it's either finishing what you start. The other alternative is committing to completely let something go. Okay. If you are getting stressed out because you have too many projects that you're working on, what can you set to the side, right? I just heard side burner. You know, what can you set to the side right now and focus all of your energy on something else? All right. What is it that, and you can do, I love this. So, and we did this the other day. It was very powerful too. And actually we use this deck, which is the Kipper's deck. And we used, what did we use? Oh, we used our angel deck, this is the angel wisdom deck, and we used our love who you are, okay? And we had, this is crazy, right? But this is how we have to do it, and you understand this. I had 13 choices. 13. Yes, I said 13. I had 13 choices. All these things that just kept coming out, like, what should I do now? What's my next step? What do I need to be doing right now, right? 13 choices. And I wrote them on little pieces of paper, and I wrote down, what could I be doing right now? What's my next step? And I wrote everything down that came up. And one of those pieces of paper was, none of these are it. Okay. So I also made room for that as well. Like, none of these are it, you know? And so what we did, and you can do this. I mean, it took time, but it was fun for us. So it might be fun for you. I don't know. And so we had the 3 decks, and we pulled one card from each deck for each sheet of paper. Okay. They were all face down, all faced all face down, okay? And then out of the 13, we came into a heart space, and then we took one and we chose one, okay? Now these sheets of paper, they're all balled up as well, so remember that. They're all balled up. So we took the one, and it was actually number 12 is the one we chose. And so what we did, we started at number 1, and we looked at what it said. And then we looked at the cards, and we asked the cards to show us, why is this not the answer? Okay, because we have this thing of needing understanding and trying to understand our, like, what's driving us to want to do that, and what's going on with that, you know what I mean? And what kind of what wound is that reflecting, actually, you know what I mean? Really getting kind of deep into that. And we just, we called our angels and our guides in to help us to see clearly, and we did that, and it was like really fun, and we took notes from it, and it was just like our way of like doing our own kind of like self-therapy, and just getting through all of these things that we think we should be doing, but actually it's not the thing we should be doing, And so, yes, I will tell you the thing that was chosen, because I had things work on this business, work on that business, create this, do this, do, And the thing that I actually chose that I should be doing in that time was listening to music while drawing. Okay? I tell you, it was very powerful, and it was very illuminating. And I also got to see things that were like, because there's a distance horizon card in here as well. Great fortune for you guys. All right. So I got to see, it doesn't mean not now. It doesn't mean never, it just means not now. So there's also that you're learning with the different downloads and ideas that you have and projects that you're going through. It doesn't mean never, it just means not now. And also because many of you are shifting and raising your vibration. So some of the things that you think you should be putting time into, once you actually shift, right, they may not resonate with you any longer. And Spirit is like saying, I'm helping you to be more efficient. So Archangel Metatron coming in really strong. Unfurl the new beginning, number 8. So I almost feel like if you don't feel like you're in your new beginning, it's coming soon. Okay? If you don't feel like you're in your new beginning, it's coming soon. Because remember, look, there's the 8 again. Okay? There's 8 again. Also use writing to ground your energy, because these keep falling out. I feel nothing is a coincidence. So what I do, I like to channel, and I'll channel, it doesn't matter, like usually I'll channel information for, say, like Pisces, because I'm Pisces moon, right? So I'll channel information for that, and I'll write it on the card. But the way I have to do it, it's always like, well, what does Pisces need to hear? Like, what do you want to tell Pisces, right? And it's so funny, because it's really what I need to hear, that kind of thing, when we're dealing with like the psychic energy and these emotions and blah, 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 So that might be something, automatic writing, that you want to do it in, tapping into your rising, which if you're tapping into your rising, that is like what is going to make your heart just like flow open. Okay, so unfurl, and remember that you are this bright shiny light, right? There was that moth energy, and so this bright shiny light, you're definitely getting an upgrade into the heart chakra. And many of you guys are, it's like unfurling your wings and allowing yourself to be light, to shine without judgment, without fear, without doubt, without worry, without anxiety, but this is also a practice. So if you're currently experiencing any kind of financial difficulties, what's going on? People, you might hear this, it's all in your mindset. It's all in your mindset, and you're like, oh my God, I keep trying to be positive, So think about this when you're thinking about your money, honey. All right. How are you looking at it, right? Where are you coming from at it? Are you coming from complaining and like there's never enough, right? Or are you saying, you know what? I'm noticing in this moment, right? This is like higher self, come back. Right behind the eyes, drop down, touch your root, touch the ground, open, receive the love, right? I'm noticing in this moment a pattern of not having enough money to pay my bills, or not having enough money. I always run out of money for gas at the same time. I'm noticing that, 2 days before I get paid, there's no food in the refrigerator. I'm noticing, you know what I mean? So it's this energy of like, I'm noticing this pattern. Higher self, angels, guides, help me with this. Help me to release the pattern and raise my frequency, right? And it may be just noticing that when you see that refrigerator, you see it full of food, okay? And we've done this, and it definitely works, right? You just see it full of food. You imagine yourself not grocery shopping. You imagine yourself checking out, and your cart is full, So that's also a little bit of Neville Goddard. So these names that are coming out, whatever is resonating with you, they might be ascendant masters that are wanting to work with you at this time. They might be like, pick up that book by Neville. You know what I mean? Read it, become it, understand it. Call Neville in, automatic write from Neville. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you guys have that very powerful skill to be able to call on any kind of divine spirit, right? And to automatic write from them and become a student, a pupil of that ascendant master, whether it's Jesus or Buddha, whoever is coming to you at this time. Yeah. I'm noticing the time, and I'm feeling like, I'm feeling so sublime. I love that. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So, and the seed's well planted. Archangel Gabriel's coming in very strong. All right. He may be wanting to work with you right now. He also is the angel of the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the navel chakra. So you might be clearing those chakras at this time, or working on that, or you might want to, there's seed mantras, there's yoga, specifically to help unblock those chakras or to activate those chakras. Kundalini yoga is really awesome. Activating the 10 bodies is really awesome because it activates everything. It clears everything. You can find meditations on YouTube for that kind of stuff. Efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. And actually, right before I was coming in, I can't remember what reading we did. Oh my geez. I don't even know if this is in the title, but it was ROI, return on investment. So it's like Spirit is letting you know that anytime that you put into yourself, anytime that you put into your passion, anytime that you put into reprogramming of your subconscious mind, thank you so very much, you are going to get the reward from that. So a lot of you guys, asking it is given. If that has been coming to you a lot, Abraham Hicks, okay? Abraham Hicks. If that has been coming to you a lot, Abraham Hicks, asking it is given, okay? Abraham, okay, is going to help you work through whatever you need to work through to reprogram your subconscious mind to where you are in a place of neutrality, where you're at 12 and 6. You see 12 above your head and 6 down below, right? You're in this neutral energy, right? And you're just allowing stuff to be let go, and you're feeling the comfort and the joy of where you are in this moment, and also looking at the past with gratitude for how strong you've become, for how much you have in this moment, right? Whether it is physical or emotional or mental, right? It's changing the outlook to look at yourself as a gift, because you are, right? You're a gift to the world. You're a gift to humanity. You're a gift to the people around you, and you really seeing and honor that within yourself. And it's not that, it's this energy of seeing everything that you've gone through as a blessing, and that takes strength. There really does, because some of you guys have gone through some horrific things, some crazy stuff, and you may be going through it right now, but it's like, you know what, there's always a blessing in disguise. Whether the blessing is a lesson to help me change my mindset from I can't to I can, or I don't know about that to I will. You know what I mean? Changing that energy of on off to I'm committed, I'm devoted, to self-love. I'm devoted to coming into this abundance mindset. Some of you guys, if you don't know Tony Robbins' story, maybe it's time that you listen to how he became Tony Robbins, right? Like, understand that anyone who has made it, who has overcome lack, limitation, poverty, right? They lived it. They lived it. They lived it. They didn't just wake up and, and oh, wow, I'm so abundant. No, they lived it. They went through some, okay? They went through it, right? Throwing bows, right? They had to go through it. They had to fight for that. They had to fight for that positive mindset. They had to fight for that abundance mindset. You know what I'm saying? They had to practice it. They had to stay devoted to it, even in the face of lack, of limitation, of challenge, of obstacle, of blockages. They had to still say to themselves, everything is working out. The money is coming. My business is flourishing. Everything is working out for me. I feel so damn good being who I am, and I'm so proud of how far I've come. Even with the wounds, even with the scars, right? Even with my past, with the shame and the guilt and the blame, all that. I'm so proud of who I am, right? In this moment, and I reclaim all my power. I reclaim all myself. I accept all of who I am. In this moment, I accept everything of who I am. I reject nothing, but I take nothing with me. I hold no baggage. All burdens, worries, anxieties, all fears, I let them go, right? It's a practice, guys. Iroduna. So, efforts I said that. I'll say it again. Efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience. A time for resting and planning for the future. Unnecessary worry, right? So make space for yourself. And if you don't know how to make space for yourself so that you can plan for the future, like I've been thinking about, and you guys can let me know if this is something you're interested in, is offering a service where I do like 3 months of readings for you guys, right? Doing like a 3-month forecast, something like that. I was like, yeah, I think that'd be really fun, right? But I'm not really sure, because especially if you get more than one person that wants it, I'm like, what's the time commitment on that? What's the energy on that? And how would that work? So then I started getting my mind, and I was like, oh, let's put it down. Let's let it go for right now. Let's just put that over there. Let's put it to the side, because now we're getting too tied up and it's not feeling happy anymore. It's not feeling light anymore. Now it's feeling heavy, So it's like, oh, let's kind of put that to a side. But I'm already thinking about next year right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's this energy of, what do I want to create in this next year, 2024? And how do I prepare for that? How do I prepare for that? What is my self-love plan that I have to stick to so that I can stick to whatever it is my goals are, So maybe they're business goals, but maybe they're relationship goals, like, marriage goals, that kind of thing. Maybe it's self-love goals, you just being your higher self, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever that is for you. So a time for resting and a time for planning the future. Meditating is the rest we're talking about. And when you're planning the future, you're doing it coming in here, centered and aligned, listening, for half an hour to that beautiful music that just opens you up, clears everything, aligns you, and then calling forth. What is the plan? What are the next steps? What are the dates? What do you want me to write down? What are we creating? You know what I mean? So this is you talking with your higher self, or talking with God or source, your guide, your angels, whoever you call in, right? That kind of energy. And unnecessary worry. When you find yourself coming up, when fear is coming up, practice. I release this worry. I know that all is well. Everything is working out for me. Okay? All is well. Everything is working out for me. I release the worry. And if worry wants to have a voice, write it down. What am I worried about and why? Write it down. And then do your burning bowl ritual with that piece of paper, okay? And you allow it to be transmuted. You give it away. You let it go. Writing is a way to release. It's also a way to empower yourself and inspire yourself as well, right? Burning bowl ritual. Always burn in a fire-safe, proof bowl. Never burn in your sink. okay? Or in a fire safe proof cup or something like a mug, something that is microwavable. You can burn in that, except for plastic, okay? So we're talking about like ceramic and that kind of a thing, or in a fire pit. Yeah, and then, you know, just let those ashes be taken away, or you can put them into water outside, or you can put them by a tree. I like to put them by the roots, or put them into nature's water, like a lake or stream, an ocean, whatever, you know, or you can bury them in sand, whatever you want to do with the ashes. But it's a very sacred ceremony, that what you do it yourself, and it's very representative of giving it to the universe, giving it to the earth to heal, giving it to Father to reveal what needs to be revealed. So some of you guys might be doing some other kind of firework, okay, and some truths and things like that being revealed. Once you release the fear, the anxiety, the worry, the doubt, truths come, because now the illusions, the delusions have gone away, right? And now, last card, and we're ending it. Planning for the long-term abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what is next. Oh, and also with that, I've decided I deleted the 100 members tier, and what I feel we're deciding is that those readings will just all be public, because I have a thing with taking on too much, and I want to be able to give to everybody the way that I say I do. So right now, maybe at some point we'll bring something back to members when it comes with the 100. But right now, if we do any 100 readings where there's starseed activations or sacred geometry activations and that kind of a thing, they will be on the public channel. Okay, so that Three of Wands energy, very beautiful. Mikael coming in, and there goes your ship, opportunity. Okay, ships coming in. If you remember, if you go back into the playlist, your ships are coming in. Anything to do with ship in the title, you already know. Okay, if you remember the drawing that we drew with, like, what was it, 4 ships that were coming in, it's things are still manifesting. All right, so open and receive. Yes, thank you everyone. Namaste. I love you. Bye.